True View Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Your boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son,
You know what I'm saying? They really speak their truth. What the hell was that?
you're.
What it do? What the business is? What's good? All of that good
Wrong
stuff.
religion, my guy.
Huh?
It's the wrong religion.
It's the father. Get the father and the father. Hey,
Yeah,
man.
sit in that. Sit
It's
in
your
that. Be
boy,
ashamed
man.
of yourself.
And we back in the building again, bringing the barbershop to the box office. Baby, let's go. Boy, got my quiver full. We
Are
are
we bringing? Oh, we are bringing the
Quivers
barbershop
and
to the
quivers up in here with all these. Wait a minute. No, it's Indiana. Hold on. No, I know they let that fire off a lot. We ain't gonna do that. Blonde hair and blue eyes all day. Let's go. They creating tribes.
All right. I'm not sure where you were going with that. That was like your worst intro yet. You once did the British accent multiple times.
My British accent is on point.
I think it's off. I think they would disagree. I'm Jay. I'm intrigued by the. Well, no. I'm here to. I am ready to have the conversation.
That makes perfect sense.
I'm ready to have the conversation. I think it is going to be an interesting one. But yeah, let's get it popping, people. Welcome back.
What's good, people? Appreciate y'all tapping in with us once again. It's your boy Zoe. We back for another one, man. This shit right here, this shit, man, crazy. So fasten y'all seatbelts for this weirdo ass activity we gonna get into.
Once again, thanks again for tuning in. This is your boy, Grown Man MJ. We are here again at the True View Podcast. Thank you all for tapping back in. I love everybody.
Oh yeah,
Let me get that shit out the way.
baby.
God damn.
But yeah, let's get to it.
Let's
God
go.
damn. God damn. Don't play the music because the music is just going to make this all very fucking weird. So don't play the drop. I
Man,
don't
it's
need
already,
a drop.
already weird. So
Yeah, so I don't really need the creepy. There's the molesting music. All right. This week on the True View Podcast, we're discussing one of probably the biggest legal oversight this country has made. But one of them, our states have made. A legal oversight. This is a legal oversight. Our Father. This is currently a documentary streaming on.
You know,
Was I about to say
lynching
screaming?
used to be legalized, right?
What happened?
You know, lynching used to be legalized, right?
That's fair. I may have oversold this one. I
you
definitely
skipped over that one.
Yeah, I don't want to say this is not even in the top 100, but this was a travesty of a legal oversight. We won't rank it because there's many before it. I stand corrected. I apologize. I wasn't even going to bother trying to argue that one. You know how I like to push back and overtalk the situation like I'm doing now, which is why Mike is looking at me that way. So Our Father, which is currently streaming on Netflix, is about a woman. A woman. So it always starts with a woman.
There's many.
All right. So after a woman's at-home DNA test reveals multiple half-siblings, she discovers a shocking scheme involving donor sperm and the popular and controversial fertility specialist, Dr. Donald Klein. Now, can we just first off give me my props for the enunciation of that entire paragraph?
Yeah, man, kudos to you. You could definitely tell you was in the mirror practicing. You was probably doing the head bobs and everything, getting that timing.
Yeah. 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 Right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what's wrong with black people.
No. We got the clip. I was wrong with black people.
What clip? I don't know what you're talking about. That episode never happened. What the fuck you talking about? Shit. That wasn't me. That was a deep fake. All right. It was Lil Rel actually on that episode.
Damn. Oh, that's gonna embrace it. Oh man, where we want to start with this?
So I thought it would be, obviously the story is just interesting, right? And it's kind of fucked up. Not kind of, but it's weird. There's a lot of shit happening. So I wanted to start off with the legality versus the morality aspect of it. So just to give the listeners a little bit of an insight. So like the synopsis says, this woman, she does a DNA test, finds out the doctor, her parents' fertility doctor, ended up using his own sperm. And then revealed. What happened?
You trying to go right into the legality of it? I think we should talk about the story of it for the listener.
Yeah, no. I'm saying like the legality versus morality aspect of it.
Yeah, but the story itself got so much more to it than.
All right, let's get into
legal issue, in my opinion. And to go right into the legal issue don't really do the listener justice if they ain't really watched the series or the documentary.
I'm here for it, so let's go into it.
Because I remember this story.
See,
I remember that Dr. Phil episode. So it kind of hit me when I was watching. I was like, damn, this shit sound familiar.
Yeah.
And I think the issues with the families, the children, all of that shit precedes a legal talk, in my opinion.
No, I mean, I hear you. All right, so let's get into the story, right? I think it starts, I liked how the documentary, their timeline was set up, but I think for me, the story starts with him killing that little girl when he was driving, right? So, because that's the first chain of guilt that like forever, like, I don't think he ever got over that. For me, I think he felt like he wasn't properly, deep down, subconsciously, he wasn't punished properly for that. So he needed to repay society.
So you're saying...
Go ahead.
I'm saying that's what sparked it. I'm not justifying it. I'm saying
right.
Had that never happened, he maybe have never done this.
No, he was from Indiana. That shit was in the
Yeah, I me personally, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That may be his excuse, but like that's deeper than that.
See,
that was in him.
And I'm gonna jump in on where you at though, because to me that's how I took it as well. In this documentary, you know, it's something of what I like to call white splaining. And a lot of that shit going on when it came to the defense of the guilty party, so to speak, and to make all of these assumptions to kind of fill out his where he was thrown off at, his justifications and shit. It just seemed like they were trying to, you know what I'm saying, like. See, I felt like if it was, you know, in the movie She Hated, we couldn't get all this backstory. You know what I'm saying? To this man who created what he had 19 kids or something like that.
Yeah, 94. Yeah, there was 94 siblings.
No, in this he had 94. I'm talking about this She Hated Me. He only had 19, but he was.
Oh yeah.
He was being, you know, ran through the mud by society when the story got broke, so to speak.
Was She Hates Me again?
That was it. When he had all them babies with the
Anthony
different
Mackie.
lesbian groups and shit.
Gotcha.
He had baby lesbians and everything. Women who all the Kevin Samuels leftover women he was
having. So Mike, I hear you, right? And I feel like I would have accepted them bringing that storyline of him hitting the kid, of him killing the little girl or whatever, as kind of like a defense. I would have not accepted it as a defense. I would have thought that's what they were doing too, if they didn't bring up the church and Jeremiah verse. because that's where I felt like they were saying, no, motherfucker, that's bullshit. It's really, you are trying to create almost this Aryan nation based on your, I'm not even saying your interpretation of biblical scripture. You see what I'm saying?
That's a whole ass code. Like that.
And that's where, because I was like, the first part, yeah, absolutely. It sounds kind of like they're justifying it and almost not even justifying it, but trying to make you get sympathy for where he's coming from.
Mental
Right. That's what I call white explaining.
But then,
like they doing with this shooter now and shit. They try
I'm
to
waiting.
make
I'm waiting for the word terrorist. I just want the word terrorist one time. That's all I'm asking for.
Maybe,
I don't even.
You know? He's 18 and COVID has drove him mentally ill with it.
But if I hear the accused one more time, bro, if I hear accused one more time, I think
like what that cop got up there and said after one of them shootings. It was like he had a bad day, and this is what he did.
That's called white explaining. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Wait a minute.
And I felt like, bro, that's what they did generally for this doctor through the whole documentary.
I didn't think so. I thought they were like
because
laughing at it.
I'm saying it like that because he never came out with a motive, a reason. It was in everything that came out his life, out his mouth was seemingly a lie.
Yeah.
When the girl said that, like, Mel, I'm sorry, you haven't actually gotten to give your perspective.
No, it's just mental illness. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's like mental illness.
Do you think it's mental illness? I don't think this is mental. No, I'm not thinking this. This
is not mental illness.
Do you remember the scripture?
There's too much premeditated thought for this to be a mental illness, dog.
This is narcissism mixed with religion.
Which is a mental illness.
With religion.
Narcissism
in the most basics of sense. Dude, like
what the fuck is y'all talking about with mental illness, dog? We used to sit in class with motherfuckers who was mentally ill, and now everybody who can't blow their nose correctly is considered mentally ill now, dog.
Sometimes it's hard to blow your nose. Like, what if you're in public and you're trying
bro, you motherfuckers is bullshit, nigga, with this mental illness word.
No,
bro.
I agree.
I
don't agree that this is mentally ill. To say that this is mental illness, you could say that Hitler was mentally ill. It's one and the fucking same to me. And I'm not saying I know it's fucked up to compare motherfuckers to Hitler, but in the most basic fucking analogy, that is what it is. Because this was in I think whenever they would present a reasoning or a thought process behind why he did it was because he never came out with one. So you look at his life and you look at the things he's done and what means the most to him. Because remember, this is where it bugged me out. He was like, he believed in Jeremiah, whatever. And when he met up with them at the restaurant,
it was Jeremiah 1:5. And the verse was,
before I knew you.
Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew
you. Yeah. Right?
So just to clear that up.
And that was part of like this, the side cult, which they didn't confirm whether he was in or not, but that side cult situation where they just kind of wanted to go forth and spread their seed. To me, that's who this guy was from jump. Like, he was a believer of this verse. Like, it led him, his moral and in every way, like, decision. The only thing I don't understand is when he said, like, he does not consider these to be people. Like his kids, like he doesn't have any connection with them. He just sees them
like
as
mental illness to me.
As people. Stop saying mental illness, bro. Like, it's not.
Hey, we could
let him die on that cross, bro.
It's not like bruh's shit ain't wired right in his brain. That's what it said.
No, not at all, bro. You can't really say that because you got to understand these groups are formed all over the country by different groups of people, and
like the literature is out there.
It's hard to say that somebody's belief system is considered mental illness, bro. In my opinion, that's how I'm hearing it from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like to say that if you too far off in Christianity, you got mental illness. It's
exactly. And you're not going to say that.
You can say that. You can say that, Lamel. But it's not necessarily mental illness to have a dissenting opinion of reality.
I say that only because I think he did suffer some trauma from hitting a little girl. So shit wasn't wired right with him, and he didn't know, especially at that time, anything about therapy. Probably because I know in that time therapy and counseling was very frowned upon. So with him trying to deal with that, he may have suffered some kind of mental illness or emotional constipation and not knowing how to get that out. But then again, we don't know his full backstory. We don't know what kind of traumas he went through as a child, growing up with his father, or his relationship with his mother, father, and all of that. So that's why I stand strong on, yes, this looks like a case of mental illness to me, but we could call it whatever.
So
I see
you
what you're
would say
saying. I
this,
see
you
what
would,
you're
you
saying
would
with
say
that.
this. I get where he's trying to go with it, but I don't see it that way because it's too methodical.
Well, I do.
You don't do
I
this shit
see.
100 times.
That's what I'm
and then
saying.
say I was just
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
mentally
There's
inclined.
nothing.
I see both sides, but I see what Lamel is saying from, actions stemming from some form of trauma. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the other side of the token, him having no remorse or no guilt from it.
That looked like mental illness to me.
No, I see that, being
that's autistic.
Of a point of, that's just how he is, you know what I'm saying, versus, it being a trauma related, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to having no guilt.
Okay, so let me say this. I think like the experiences we go through make us, right? So even from the good and the bad, so that would mean that every one of us has had traumatic events that has triggered who we're gonna, or will strongly influence who we're gonna be, right? But at some point, that's just who you become. It's no longer the trauma may have started it, but it's no longer like the driving force behind it. It is your personal belief. It is your because then it's like it's not only the fact of like just the trauma, it's the seeking and the believing and indoctrinating these literatures. So the Bibles that his interpretation of of the words is different, because we could have read that and did not, and literally just associated it to our family. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's where I believe like it's more so the narcissistic personal trait and this beholden and entitlement personality that is to be blamed versus, to say it was mental illness, I think is a cop-out.
Yeah, it's kind of giving them a pass.
It's giving them a pass, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, and it's I don't know, to maybe lend one more example, it's like are you saying kleptomania is a mental illness also, Lamel?
Kleptomanianism?
Yeah, like people who constantly steal. It's more of a dish. I don't see it as no mental illness, dog. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You walking in here to steal some shit. It ain't like you steal it. It's like a panic over you.
Like, let's just look how he did this, right? Let's look how he did this.
Yeah, you going over the rush, like you get the rush from shit and the endorphins and everything that's released in your brains. You break it down chemically, yeah, that shit would be considered a sickness, but
it could be a sickness, but not a mental illness, bro. I don't see it as no mental illness.
Sickness and illness, they synonymous, ain't they?
No.
All right. Well, let's not.
We'll call it mental sickness then.
All right. Well, why don't we let the audience decide?
You could be mentally sick. Nah, yeah. I can say that. Yeah, you could be mentally fucked up. But mental illness is I'm putting in the category in disorders. You know what I'm saying? There's a list of disorders that I kind of identify.
Mental illness should only apply to people that are going to be on love on the spectrum.
Let's do it like this, man. We got the Google Alliance on our side. You see what I'm saying?
Are you asking or telling? That's what we're trying to decide. I'm sorry. Did I just have a whole side?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my What is going on? See, the mental illness is real with everybody. Mental sickness. God damn.
I'm sorry.
At least you didn't ba.
that was an off the mic story, sir.
Yeah.
That was an off the. We weren't discussing that.
Yep.
All right. So the reason.
Mental disorder, also called mental illness, a wide range of conditions that affect mood, thinking, and behavior. You know that clinical depression, anxiety disorder, bipolar, dementia, attention deficit, schizophrenia, OCD, autism, post PTSD. Those are some that they got listed. Now, whacking off in the cup and sliding it in the bitch drawers is not listed on here, dog.
I mean, I could keep going with it, but it's like we just choosing to be on two different sides of it.
No, that's why I'm saying a nigga who beat off 6 times a day got a mental.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's just a long day.
He got a heavy stack. You know what I'm saying?
And walk around with that nigga training. Don't shame people. I'm not saying. Listen, bro. Let's leave people's at-home habits out of this.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
There's nothing wrong.
Look at the ass nothing. All right. Yeah, I choose to disagree. So that's where we're gonna leave it at, because this is gonna be a never-ending episode.
For sure. We've already spent 21 minutes on just that part. But
I don't like giving dude a pass. It's all it really
at all. Because this is
I'm not giving them a pass. I'm just saying that, you know, the motherfucker need mental help that's not given to them, because I don't know. They seem like they trying to cover the shit up instead of helping the motherfucker. So it's not giving him a pass. He's still an asshole. Like they need to do something.
I mean, okay, so let's look at how he did this, right? So my man had the wherewithal to put the woman in the room diagonal to where he's gonna be. Then he had the idea of keeping the samples across the fucking street. So while she's settling in the stirrups, he made it so that no matter what, he's like going to be the only one in there. And in some cases with the fucking dude, right? Can we
talk about the lady that loves
the hero
to carry him in her bra?
Mad pearl necklaces. Mad pearl necklaces.
So
no reason.
This technology shit is bullshit. Can we say that? We were doing fine back then, because we was making it happen, man. In them 80s, man.
Listen,
like,
bro,
I had to transport them in my bra.
Freshly roasted nuts, bro. Freshly roasted nuts. Like, brought over in the bosom of right? But then my man says, all right, thank you. Trash. All right, we appreciate your help. Trash. Like, nice effort. In the garbage, you know, right? Like, we don't need this.
You hear that? The bottom
of the clunk, right? Like, hit up the cups. Lamel's favorite drop. And then, then he says, in a way, keep in mind, because in some of these cases,
he really just needed the vial, is what he needed. He just needed the sample cup to put his shit in. He didn't really need that. He was like, I just needed another.
All right, I'm jumping around, but can we talk about the way this documentary opened was foul?
Off the rip, bro. So you know what I'm talking about? He's shooting in the cup soon as it opens.
So when he leaned back in the chair, I know what
he set that cup down. He said,
that motherfucker was shaking and shit. That motherfucker was all shoulders and shit. I was leaning back. Yeah, that motherfucker was bad business, dog.
Then they had the sound of the cup hitting the desk. It was like, damn.
Oh, that shit was terrible, man.
All right.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. The dude that was playing him had me rolling, dog. Like, ain't no way he had to have a point of trying to be funny while filming this, bro.
Hey, but he kept that heater on him.
But
that was the thing.
When he walked out of court and just like walked past Shorty crying, and at the moment he passes her, he just flips the cake off. and just kept walking. I was like, he's like,
I'm out of this bitch.
bitch.
That motherfucker hit her down. I'm out of this bitch. That
Like,
shit,
don't
man.
have
Cool as hell with the cane too, though.
Bruh.
Tink, tink. I was like, oh,
Now, do you think he had that in mind though? That this was gonna come back on him ever?
No.
Like when
No,
he
he
was
thought he
doing
was
that from the get go.
because he had inside help.
That and no, not even that.
Who was his inside help?
The only
The
evidence,
people at the attorney thing, they were part of his quill, whatever they called group.
oh, the group? No, they weren't.
Yes, he was. Yes, he
the
was. They had the
prosecutors?
email. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
that.
he had people inside the government that was helping the sweep. Like every time they sent the email, that's why people was like, "We never got anything." I don't know what.
I don't know if that was confirmed or not.
Yeah,
It
and
was.
But
then,
they
like,
said
It
no.
was.
They
They
said
said
what
homegirl
was said in the documentary was that the group Quiverful was known for having expansive families.
and
And
known
what-
for having people in the government.
And what would
Government,
happen was these families would grow, get large, and they would all move into different positions of
and
authority.
encouraging in positions in
It
politics.
was never
and-
confirmed that he was a part of the group, is what I'm saying to you.
Right. He had a
Nah,
separate
that was
church.
never confirmed at
He had
all.
a separate church.
It was
We can-
suspected
we'll throw
because
the
she
air
was
quotes.
sending
Yeah, 'cause they-
emails around and got an email back while she was sending stuff around. She got an email back that had that group, she said, or
Yeah.
Facebook page.
And they were saying he had shit in his office.
Yeah,
that,
he
you
had
know
the
what I'm saying,
quotes and everything.
speculated.
Yeah, it was all
But-
speculative. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Everything was
Yeah.
white explained.
Well, he was an ally then.
He was in that shit.
No,
Quiverful
he's
ally.
100%
Bro,
out.
in that shit.
But like,
Yeah,
as
I
far
know
as
he-
physical evidence goes, I don't think he ever thought it would come back to him because he destroyed any physical evidence. So all the samples and the records, the only word that he was even the one that did it, that fertilized these women, is from the women saying he's the one that did it. There's no other proof.
I mean DNA.
There's that. Yeah, bad. There's that shit.
Bro, I had motherfuckers hacking motherfuckers'
You give me
computers and
all the
shit.
paperwork you want to, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he was
They hit you with that swab.
plug. And I'm sure if you are a doctor of his status in the city of that size, you will kind of get, doors open for you that others won't, and you kind of, see behind the curtain a little bit as well. So
Right.
I don't know. I mean, it was a strong possibility, but it just was never confirmed for me, and that's what I didn't like about it. But how would you?
That's why I like the legal aspect of this, because
Just deny.
I don't understand why the prosecutor thought he didn't have a case for battery at the very fucking least.
I didn't see a
Right.
case for battery at all.
Yeah, they didn't have a case for battery.
Yeah, that was weird. Like,
That was I didn't understand why they didn't go for fraud.
Ooh.
Well, because
That's cool.
there was no fraud committed, right? Because remember back then,
There is
all you
fraud
had,
committed. There is fraud committed if I give you a semen sample and you don't use it.
Yeah.
but you have to know what that semen sample you're getting is originally from,
But
because
they
that was the issue. They didn't know.
Jay,
only
there
thing
were
that Trump-
husbands. There were husbands who
Those, yes,
I was gonna
those
say,
have
that's what I'm
those
talking
have a
about.
case.
With the husband.
Yes, in that case, yes. But as in the majority of the cases where it's like, it's a sample across the street. Because remember, there was no identifying
You
factor.
don't need a
There's no
majority. Like you just need
Needed one, yeah, no, for that
Yeah,
could have,
like
I could see fraud there, but like the other cases, no. But that's what I'm saying. I felt like the prosecutors weren't motivated enough, and that's why I feel like Lamel's
Yeah.
point of like they were all in cahoots is, even though allegedly, we got to throw allegedly around here because it's not.
we ain't got no money.
I'm not
yet.
even gonna say they were all in cahoots, bro. This was during the 80s,
70s
Uh,
and 80s.
70s and 80s when the crime happened. They get this shit on their desk in the 2000s something.
Man, how many of them do y'all think dated or slept with each other?
No, hold on. They get this shit on their desk in the 2000s or something, right?
Right.
So the case has already got 15, 20 years of age on it.
Is there
And
statute of
it's during-
limitations and shit?
Not necessarily. I'm not even going there. I'm just going to what they are handling now in government as far
Right.
as espionage and all that other shit, the terrorist shit and all everything else around that time, where that shit could have got pushed way down the line. You know what I'm saying? So I understood why they wouldn't see it. You get what I'm saying? That's why the tie of him being in cahoots with everybody. That shit is. But you got to go like that.
You got a good point bringing up the time period too, because that could also be another reason why it took so long for it to become public, right? Because outside of like them hiding it in the courts and shit, nobody really cared about anything that wasn't terrorist related in the news back then, because that was the topic. That's like the BLM movement in 2019.
This shit came to light between like the years of
it was like 2001 or something,
or 15 or something like that. 2013 and 16 or something like that.
And I don't know why
the kids are around our age, so they're a little bit older than us, and they got on it when they was in their 30s or so, 20s or so. It's like this.
Well, yeah, they had to wait for the ancestor or what is 23andMe.
Ancestor shit, yeah, that shit had to come out.
That
wasn't even introduced to the early 2000s. You see what I'm saying?
That test has been ruining a lot of people's lives, man. Don't do that test. Fuck that test.
I already got mine.
I don't want nothing to do with that shit. Keep my
DNA fucking with the black one.
Yeah, I need to get the black one just to even it out, see what matches.
See where the lies are told.
Right. So back to how many of them do y'all think ended up dating each other?
Well,
the vicinity.
They weren't all in the same cities, but they were in the same, I guess, states.
There's 96 of these. It was 96 of them right now.
Yeah.
And that was a tight circle. That circle was tight, bruh.
There's possibility of they kids bumping into each other and some shit.
Well, this
was talked about in the story.
One of the kids' daughters?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
He was her OB.
He ended up being one of the daughter's fertility doctors.
Yeah,
he fathered her child also because that's how she found out was that they had genetic disorder.
So your mother is technically also your older sister, and your grandmother is your stepmom.
Now, see, that type of shit right there cause mental illness. Like that be fucking people up in the head.
I'm just curious.
Now that's where the mental illness might come in as a male for real. Is the trauma of the children for real, like Zoe said.
Yo, you know what? I just thought of another case for fraud, because when the women made their selection, one of the things they said was like, no, they wanted someone to be healthy, and the fact that he technically wouldn't have even passed his own sperm screening. Shows that he provided inferior quality product than what was requested. So that's what I'm saying. Like the prosecutors just needed to think about this a little bit, and they weren't motivated just probably because of his stature in the community. Not probably, but definitely because of his stature in the community. Allegedly, if that was the case. God damn, I got it.
And see, that's another thing why I can't lend LaMel's argument to mental illness, because of his position in the community that he had, with the church and him being an elder and all that other stuff that he was doing, marriage counseling and everything else. And the way he spoke when you heard him on the conversations, the phone calls and stuff, he had a very sound mind to me.
Dude, for me, when something like this comes out, you should feel embarrassed, you should feel shame, and your primary fear should be, am I going to lose my family over this? This motherfucker he cared about like what his family would think about him, not losing his family, but he was
that's what he was saying. He said, this is going to ruin my marriage.
And like my reputation and my name in the community, like this is bad for everybody. But it was more from an image standpoint rather than I feel sorry for what I have done because I knew it was wrong. He didn't think this shit was wrong. And that's where I'm saying,
Yeah, because narcissists don't do that.
right. Stop.
No.
We're not doing that.
Oh my
Now, him being a narcissist, I can't front on that though.
Yeah.
There's something wrong. There's something off with Cuz on that. So I mean, I can't front on that. He definitely had them qualities, and I guess that mindset that you kind of seen from him, or that they portrayed in the documentary, and I guess the connections that you all said that he had in his doctor's room, his office. I guess that's the only thing that gave me the quiver full type of lean, but I didn't even go into how far he was connected with it. But
Let me ask you a question.
go ahead.
Is there any kind of like, I don't want to say blame.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say black version of this. I said, no, I mean Nick Cannon's about as close as we get. Nick Cannon, DJ Envy,
What, how many kids does Sean Kemp have? Shit.
Sean Kemp, old dirty bastard. You know,
Yeah.
but we wasn't in no cups. We was. I would just leave it at that. I would just.
Real talk. I got an OG out here. He say his I think he said it's his uncle. His uncle or his great grandfather, one or two, I can't remember. But raised 25 kids.
Jesus help me, Lord.
Yeah, I got a homie with 11.
That y'all made my mouth dry, man.
Yo, condoms are like $20, B. Like, it's not.
When
And
I
now
met
they're
the-
like,
when I met the nigga, he was saying, man, I'm gonna have 10 kids, 10 plus kids. That nigga over there bald as hell now.
11 kids. Man, how old is this guy?
Bro,
one baby mama or like,
bro
one-
is 40, either 44 or 45.
But he
Wow.
looked like he about 80.
You know. I ain't gonna put him out.
After you,
all right.
golly, man.
Yeah, only one outside of his marriage, his first one.
Wow.
Holy shit. Well,
Oh.
that's, yo, you know what? That's
Who knows?
beautiful. That's actually kind of
That
beautiful.
is good. That's a good.
Yeah.
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 That's actually kind of fucking beautiful. I came from homie. But I mean, I don't want your level problem. So my question was, is there any kind of blame that you could put towards the daughter that sparked this for her insistent afterwards?
Yes.
try- Find more people, because now you're fucking with other people's lives. Like
Yes.
there's people that like you didn't ask to
What?
be here, but now you're here and you're living.
Now, CJ, I didn't know how to ask this question, but I am 100% on board with there should be some accountability or blame on
For
old
her?
girl. Because
for her.
you little funky bitch, get out of grown folk business.
But
You know what I'm saying? You worried about who was fucking what?
hey, I agree wholeheartedly with y'all, but my only pushback is these people knew something wasn't right. Like some shit wasn't adding up. So when they
That-
went on there and was like, wait a minute, what's all these damn siblings? But the fact
No,
that she
bro, like
Nah, bro, you could have pointed out a blonde auntie or something else. This is where you're getting it from.
right.
yeah, but
You know what I'm saying? You stay out of grown folk business, dog.
the only
This-
thing is the mental, not the mental, like the sicknesses and shit that they had, like the genetic sicknesses that they were.
I'm
getting.
not even there, Mel. I'm not even there. I'm looking
I
at
know,
it. From,
Yeah,
I know. That's what I say. I agree a whole lot. Y'all
I'm
stay
looking
out
at it from the standpoint of the
Don't
fathers,
forget,
dude.
We got that from what was the Luca Magnotta one? Was that Don't
Oh,
Fuck With
That was don't fuck with cats. We got it from the Twitter, the Twitter.
Twitter swindler? Y'all
Yeah,
stay
that-
just leave shit alone. It's like,
But-
just
But that's my thing, though, right? Because for me, I'm looking at it from the standpoint of the people where it was like they thought it was their father's sperm, right? Like
Yeah,
now, you just told me that this 30-year-old that I done worked overtime for,
Thank
fucking
you, Jay.
cared for,
that shit
spent
hurt.
all my money,
Thank you,
sacrificed
Jay.
my own happiness for is not even mine.
That's what he said. You
Like
took
that's not my bloodline. Like the whole, and then if you look at it from a standpoint of people who, when you have sons, Because remember, even that girl was like, the mom and the daughter made the decision not to tell the father when they found out. Remember, there was two that they decide. So like that means if they outlive the pops, they take that with them. Like that's fucked up, man. Like
one old guy. The one old guy that was being interviewed with his wife, he was still going through shock. Like while he's doing the interview, because he was just every time he was just like,
he was like,
they had to like give him smelling
he
salts.
couldn't really speak on it, bro. It takes it, man. It took all of it out of him, man. It took everything out of it. It's hard. What I'm trying to say is, and I didn't know how to phrase the question to bring it to the group, but it's like hard for how you gonna ask who was doing what kind of fucking to make you or whatever. Like you here, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we got you here and we got you through, and it's like what's on this birth certificate is all you need to believe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get what y'all saying. Like as far as the disorders that you have to connect, that's there's a line that has to be connected there somehow. And then like Jay was saying, for the fathers who was thinking that it was their sperm that inseminated their woman,
man,
that's rough. That's hella hard, bro.
And the people out there, I'm coming from a place where I have stepped up and fathered kids that aren't mine. So that shit hurt though, man. When you go in there and you believe in that's yours, and then somebody hit you with the after 30 years though. I'm talking 30, 20 years.
Brethren, that's high school, that's preschool, high school, college. Fucking after college. Do you know how much soccer cleats cost? Fucking pads. You know how many strips I have to take?
Like off of a hunch though, she went and looked this up.
And that's my thing. Mike, I don't mean to cut you off, but I just want to say this. The fact that she says, till the day I die, I will not stop doing this. It's like she's not even realizing that you're basically saying, to the day I die, I will not stop just ruining people's lives.
No, you ain't even think about it in the right mindset. You know how much them subscriptions cost? Ancestry is like, yes, we got her locked in, baby. Them shits cost like, I want to say $50-$70 a month.
Wait, what? To be nosy?
Something great. And she owned it. As soon as they pop up,
that sounds like a possible conspiracy. They may be behind that code.
Are they at least tossing her a free subscription?
She probably does. She definitely did. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like these did you hear about the dude in Connecticut who his sister did it? And then the police, because they have to submit your DNA if you like to make through the system. So if it matches anything on the criminal system, you get popped. So the brother had done a rape murder from the 70s.
Well, he needed to get popped. No,
and now he's like,
I don't feel bad for him. I'm sorry. I do not feel bad for him. That's what you get. Gotcha, motherfucker. Oh, you thought you was getting away. Oh, you thought you was getting away.
You know what? Let's move on. Because I don't want to say, let's move on.
Oh, man.
But for him to only have to pay a $500 fine.
Well, it's based on what was charged. What was charged was obstruction.
I know.
That was 5 fingers to the face. 5 fingers to the face.
I was like, bro, that's $5 a child almost. You know what I'm saying?
I hate to look at it that way, but the disappointment at the end of this shit was similar to the disappointment of the women on the Tinder swindler. Like, they just forever finna go after this shit, bro. It's fucked up.
They gonna make their money off Netflix, but then you got to split that up 96, 97 ways. It's like, okay. I mean, whatever money they gonna make from it, that's just what they gonna make. But I mean, hell, man, if y'all ain't seen it,
has the law like that. So let's discuss something with the legality.
I don't know what the hell.
I don't know what happened. I had a glitch. There's a glitch in the matrix. So there's the law that they ended up coming up with was I had to read that. children. I'm on here with test tube babies, but was basically like you cannot inseminate someone with specimen that is not known to them, right? That's basically the law, right?
That should have been like common sense law.
It should have been. The shit that trips me out is how many other doctors they found had done this, because in other states it was also not a law. There was nothing.
He had an online course. He started an online course.
44 doctors who did this across the world.
So far.
That were
and that's you only gonna catch them if they start to do the ancestries and stuff like that.
And it ain't no telling how many motherfuckers he done created with this shit. Like,
bruh.
Do you think this is gonna spark that kind of controversy where parents will disclose this information and have their children do a DNA test type of shit? Or
I don't think so. I mean, they should have been doing that anyway, man. The hospitals offer that for you to do that while you're there on their dime.
I mean, what was that movie they did with Will Smith, Nia Long, Whoopi Goldberg,
Will Smith? 6 Degrees of Separation? No,
this was a movie. They were Nia Long found out she was adopted by her mom.
Was it Will Smith? I know what you're talking about. And they had
that was Will Smith on there. Yeah, I remember because Will Smith was riding on the scooter with her or whatever.
Oh snap!
I can't remember that. I gotta look it up now.
Keep going. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, but no, I mean these kids who find out in these situations that they aren't their parents are always going to have that instant. I need to find who I'm connected to, and
made in America. Made
in America.
Yeah,
and for that type of connection that you looking for, you trying to find another person, and it leads you to your doctor. I'm saying that these cases could go on for a while, bro, because infertility been a situation in this country for a minute, bro.
My real question is, why ain't nobody that had this done whoop his ass?
That was my thing when I was watching it. Like, you all are looking for so much retribution or anything. Y'all want to see so much happen to this man, but none of y'all are taking any action to make it happen. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe maybe I'll be thinking in the wrong place.
No,
I would have had a hammer to your skull. You try to pass me a Bible verse, and I'm sitting at a table with 20 of my brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I said that's why he had that heater on him, though. But that means he can only take out 6.
Ain't gonna get enough.
But
and what they say in close proximity, that gun is too slow.
Yeah, it is. It's survival defense. When you have a gun put on you, you do this. Shout out to homeboy, man. He done got famous off this shit. Oh man. Well, I think we done beat this shit into a dead horse. I mean, beat the dead horse into a pope, man. If y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. Let us know if we got that shit right. But right now, we gonna have some goddamn fun with this.
If you sensitive, don't listen right now.
We gonna do this without Jay?
He'll pop back in.
All right.
He gotta pop back in.
All right, I'm saying you starting.
I don't think he gonna win no way. But
so he needs to hear what's being said, though. We gonna start it off.
No, well, we gotta stretch it out some more. Then, like, what? There you go. Let's go.
All right, okay, Miss Skeet.
Nah.
Wait. Okay.
Who's your daddy?
The indie animal.
The indie animal.
Indie animal. Okay.
Okay. That's a good one. That was cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't hit y'all with that one yet.
Warm nuts.
Yeah.
The Quiverful Climb.
99 bottles.
I heard it through the grapevine.
Dixie Cup Don.
Yo, Don, hold on. Stop. No, wait a minute. Give that the praise. that it
Yeah.
deserves.
Yeah, yeah.
We going
What
to
you say?
Dixie
back.
Cup Don.
The Dixie Cup Don.
The
All right.
Dixie Cup Don. Okay.
On the decline.
On the decline.
Okay.
Okay.
The Specimen Juggler.
Uh-huh.
The come up.
Oh, I got it. Daddy Yankee.
Over the Y. Over the fucking. Okay. All right. Hold on. We got Dixie Cup Don. Okay. We got Daddy Yankee. Right.
Yankee Doodle Daddy.
No. You get one yank, bro. One yank. Pause. All I need is one yank.
This is
Don.
this is www. Let's see. www. This is weight, work, and whack, nigga.
Damn.
2 wax in a cup.
2 wax. Oh.
The clan will rise.
Okay. The Klein will rise is number 3. All
The
right.
blonde bomber.
Hold on. No, wait. We got to go over this. Wait. Pause.
Don.
Pause for a minute.
Don
Too
Jacket.
many. Hold on. No, hold on for a second. Right now.
Over easy on the meds.
Guys,
My man was getting over on these hoes. Over easy on the meds, all right?
sunny side
Nutter
up.
butter.
Oh my God, guys.
Nutter.
We have Dixie Cup Don. Okay. What was yours,
Oatmeal
Mel?
cream pies.
Oh my fucking God!
Oh my God.
There's no order. Oh shit!
Good
No one can
evening,
hear
brothers
me.
and sisters.
Oh God!
A family affair.
Yeah. No, that shit ain't harder than good evening, brothers and sisters.
Good evening.
Oh my God! Did you guys hear any of mine? Because my mic wasn't up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we know. Yeah, you said a couple.
That's fucked up.
Oh my gosh. That was fun. All right. We gotta pick a winner. I know.
Jesus Christ, bro. Okay, so we have Dixie Cup Don. Okay, what was yours, Mel?
Daddy Yankee.
Daddy Yankee. Okay,
Yankee.
and then Mike, what was yours?
Shit, I don't know which one you like,
I
nigga.
was gonna say
I was trying. That was the one I was trying to get in, and then shut the fuck up.
Nutter butter. Yeah,
Oh,
oatmeal cream pie.
No, sunny side up.
No, I said over easy on the meds.
Over easy. Okay. Honestly, I have to vote for Dixie Cup Don.
Lip
That
quivers.
shit. No, we're done. We are done.
Oh, we still got a list over here, dog.
Fuck
No.
it. No. Fuck it.
This is
Let's
what
let
we
him rip.
do.
Let him rip. Let him rip. Goddamn.
What did I say on
Oh
the
my
decline?
God.
On the
You
decline.
said on the
Yeah,
decline.
on the decline. Yeah.
I heard it through the great cline. Slippery slopes.
Did you hear two
Oh,
two
God.
wax in a cup?
Poke and grit.
Slide through them stirrups. Slide in the stirrups.
The
I want
busty
my
mule.
money back.
You gonna take this climb.
I want my money back.
Busting nuts.
Fuck your fort, nigga. I don't want to be your daddy, no way.
Oh goddamn.
Oh God.
All right,
Man,
let's
when
pick.
y'all was watching this, dog,
Oh
I
God.
was dying. I was dying.
I
I wasn't
Yeah,
dying
rolling.
laughing.
I was rolling.
bro,
I
I was laughing all the way up until it went to, I think it was 22.
Yeah.
Mm.
When he kept
I
on
was like,
saying,
whoa.
no more than 10.
And then that number jumped to 53, and I said, oh. My whole mouth just hung open, man. I was like, man, this shit is getting
So let me ask you a question. Does he have a
ridiculous.
will? Like, if I was that person, right?
That's what you kept thinking. I'm just wondering, like, when this motherfucker kick rocks, I'm definitely making a claim at the estate. I'm just saying, if for nothing else, for the trauma, I want you to pay.
But they can't. They can't.
Why?
Legally, they are not. They are not tied to him.
But
he's not on their birth certificate. They only prove that
the paternity test proves that he's the father.
But their father signed their birth certificate, and their father was their legal guardian.
Yep. They have no claims.
They have no claims to his estate, bro.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
That's
well,
the way
actually,
this
no.
legal system that you love so much work.
No. You know what? I fucks with that. That's right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. I knew he was
that fucks with that. That's fair. Yeah, nah, bitch. That ain't mine, baby. I told you I gave you the money for the Plan B pill. You should have took it. Looks like you got an 18-year-old headache. Anyway, all right.
I vote for Daddy Yankee.
But Raw from Nepal.
Raw from Nepal. That's what's up.
Oh my God. Hey, let me ask you a question.
Oh, God damn it.
Like, do you think he cleaned his desk afterwards?
No.
Like, what if or washed his hands after? Like, I'm just thinking, right? Like, what if you miss? What if there's any, like,
he was in there like this. He just wiped.
And homie had arthritis.
And then he was like, all right, get this.
Of course he had arthritis. What do you mean?
No, like,
this shit should be called Take My Strong Hand.
Oh my God. Why his arms so big?
Yeah.
Man.
Oh God.
4 arms to glory, nigga.
The other shit that tripped me out was like when a whole girl pointed out, like, yo, so he had to transport it really quickly. So that means that homie still had
the high. Yeah.
Don
the hammer could have still been there. The hammer could have still been there, like just right there. Up on her, you know what I'm saying? Like smoking gun and all, like right in the pants.
Arm and hand.
None of his sons had any alpha presence to him. I don't think he had the hammer. Well, and he had a lot of girls too, man. What do you say to that?
You're catching these guys at like the lowest fucking moments, dude.
Hey, you know what?
I wouldn't say like you could see anything alpha at that point, like, because to me, especially like imagine if you grew up right and your father was
you know what, man, bro? A handy nut make a lousy slut, bro. Because
no. You got it. For the people in the back, I need to. What the fuck did you just say,
bro? Nah, bro. Did
he say? Wait, no.
What did you say? All of them jacks, all them nuts he had from the Yanks.
Damn, Joe.
He made girls with this shit all the way through, and all of them girls was lousy, bro.
The views,
allegedly.
The
views of Mike.
Bro, Mike.
No, he had the one girl that kept breaking into tears every time she had to talk about it.
At the camera.
You had the one girl the first girl who went and looked up all this stuff from the get-go. You get what I'm saying? Hey, we passed the 10 minutes, bro. Mike, I love everybody, bro. But the first girl who looked this shit up, bro, she was lousy than the motherfucker. She ain't had to go that deep, bro. And then like, all of them had some kind of condition.
Yes, but you can't call these females lousy because maybe they have that lockjaw, like because they like I said, the arthritis game was fucking up. So imagine like if the arthritis kicked in right at that right moment.
No, they had that heavy square jaw. From
yeah. The underbite on them bitches can fuck you up.
It wasn't good, bro.
It's not good. It's not good. But none of them were bison built. So we gotta.
No, like, subscribe.
No.
I mean, it was that one with that dark hair.
Yeah, she did have a wide back. She did have a
Helga.
Yeah, man. Y'all
Yeah.
already know.
She-
Thank y'all for
That
watching.
one, like her back part was
Love
just
y'all.
the only part that was
True View
what you would call
podcast on
platonic.
all of the
You know what I'm
multiple
saying? But the
years
rest of her
and
front part was like
y'all,
normal.
y'all,
But the back just kind of
Well,
like stuck
one
out.
thing
Like,
I can say, they had the soft fat.
Zoe,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but that's the
Where,
jiggly
where you
fat.
push. No, you want
Push
the
it
soft
in.
fat. Yeah,
Okay.
you want the buoyancy. You see what I'm saying?
You want the dimples when you poke it.
Yeah, you poke it
Yeah,
in and it
okay,
got
okay.
buoyancy. You see what I'm
So it's
saying?
like a
You don't want
sponge
that
cake.
stiff. You don't
y'all
want
know
the
we
stiff fat.
goddamn fools, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Thank
So,
y'all,
all
man.
right.
TrueViewPodcast.com. God damn it, man.
What happened?
Did we recaps?
Did you? Were you
Recommendations?
closing the podcast? We were
Yeah.
talking, bro.
Yeah, it's over with. It's over with. It's
Recap.
done.
Oh God! The sad thing about it is, like, they
The
all
grits are
fit the
cooked.
description of a black. They're gonna date a black.
Nah,
they
he
wanna
had
marry a black
90 some
dude.
kids. He might have had what about 8 boys? It looked like.
Yeah, that means that he was. That's what happens
Yeah,
when you
but they
finish on
still
top.
going in.
Because, like, if you finish doggy, you guaranteed you,
Oh,
right?
I
'Cause that
thought
means-
I thought you had to have her head lower than her coochie.
I ain't even gonna like this.
I
Was
don't know about that one. I heard you
this
guys
is
have
an
her
interesting
bent over.
conversation, man. Y'all go
I think
watch
it's
it and
how-
then y'all
Well, you ain't got so
y'all let us
Yeah,
know.
no, I was
that-
making love.
you all got girls.
Yeah.
Zoe the only one with a boy. He the only one to tell me how it works.
I mean, I don't know if someone put his business out there.
I don't remember none of that shit. It just happened, my boy.
Well, there it go, Jay. You ain't doing the work, period, to make no boys. What he's saying.
Nah, at all, bro. I'm a lazy fuck, but I get it done.
True View Podcast, man.
But I want to know if she's on. If you gotta to make a boy, you gotta finish doggy, and to make a girl.
No, the way I heard it honestly was
Podcast.
the way I honestly heard it was you gotta have a repetitious net. The repetitious net is what get it done next.
Keep busting.
Keep it real,
Like,
man.
yeah,
I'm
you
ready
gotta
to
be-
eat
it's
some
got to
too,
be
man.
like-
It's funny.
It gotta be your second or third for that night. Like,
All right, bet. Okay.
They
Okay,
really
okay,
speak
okay.
their
So,
truth.
that first one is lousy and lazy, and it's gonna move slow. You see what I'm saying? This shit should have been called the fastest swimmers. You see what I'm saying?